What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the Mega Collection Unboxing series. Can you believe it? It is episode 10 already. In this series, we are opening up our entire Lego collection that was in storage, but you guys get to pick the box numbers. But before we get started here with today's video, I do have to get something off my chest and quickly apologize to you guys for a situation that just happened in the last week or so. So if you guys have been following the channel over the last month, here in July, we've done a lot of stuff and we've started doing some build videos here on the channel. We launched our DC superhero series with a Superman video. I also launched our classic space series with a really cool ARC 170, or excuse me, really cool classic Explorer video. And then we did a alt build with the Explorer ARC 170 build. So that was pretty cool. And then we just launched our first Marvel video here on the channel. We did a Fantastic Four video and it got a lot of great feedback. So thank you to everybody who watched the video. There was supposed to be a second Fantastic Four video, and I'm really upset and really bummed because I put a lot of time and effort into planning and prepping for this second video, but unfortunately, I waited way too long and the Fantastic Four movie just snuck up on me really quick. So what I was trying to do is I was trying to bring down the cost of this project, which was well over $500 just because of the certain shade of blue that I needed for pretty much all the characters that I was going to be building. Plus I was going to be building some other characters with some obscure pieces that just happen to cost a lot. So what I did was I went through our bulk inventory to try to save some money, and I spent about a week and a half trying to pull out as many parts as I could to bring down the cost of this project so I wouldn't have to spend so much on Bricklink. And I was very excited because I brought down the project cost from well over $500 to a little over $100. And then Joanna came in and she is just a Bricklink wizard. She was able to further reduce the cost to around $85, before shipping and tax and everything, which was phenomenal because she found a majority of the parts from one seller. So we got the other miscellaneous bits of parts from the other sellers that we had to order from, but unfortunately the huge bulk part of this order that was coming from the one seller got lost by USPS. So those parts did not come in time. Maybe some of you guys noticed my first Fantastic Four video released on Sunday. It was supposed to release on Friday because the parts for that video showed up late. And ultimately, I'm just apologizing because I don't think there will be a second Fantastic Four video that I will be able to put together. I don't know when those parts are going to show up. The Bricklink seller has been very responsive. We told them the situation because they realized that the package stopped moving with the tracking number and everything. So they've been great. We've been working with them. We're likely going to have to open up a claim with USPS and track these down and everything, which is going to be a huge bummer. But I am just a little disappointed because this is a video that I've been wanting to make for a while. I thought it would be perfect with the movie coming out and everything. I'm a huge Marvel fan, and I just have to get better at prepping for these types of videos prior to us having our full bulk inventory set up yet with all our miscellaneous and loose Lego parts. So once again, I apologize for the only one Fantastic Four video. If you guys saw the movie, definitely let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. I heard overwhelming positive feedback from everybody who did see it for the most part. And we got a lot of positive feedback from our Fantastic Four video that we dropped here on the channel. So I really appreciate your patience. I'm going to be working harder in the future to prevent this from happening again because we're going to be doing huge projects that are going to be in the thousands of parts range. I mean, this project was, I think, just over 1,000 parts. So we're going to be building custom modular buildings and doing all kinds of stuff with the future city. So I can't have these mishaps, or I need to order from Bricklink sellers far enough in advance so that if a package does get lost by USPS, that we can make backup plans and maybe find a local seller that we can then go pick the parts up from, so we don't miss out on the timeliness of a video that is related to a movie or related to a specific Lego set that's being released. So anyway, I just wanted to apologize for that. Yeah, let's crack open some boxes. We've got some great people to recognize here. So we're going to be starting off today's unboxing with box number 54, and this is a very, very, very special box because this is coming at the request of Dubac47, aka Robert and Andrea, who I actually met in person 2 weeks ago at the Brickhead store in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, which was crazy. I still can't believe that I was able to go to a Lego store and that two people recognized me already from the channel this early on. But Dubac says, "Hi Slapshot, my wife and I just met you today, 7/17, July 17th at Brickheads in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. It was a pleasure meeting you and chatting Lego. Sorry about you losing the bet to your wife. I hope you went to Shady Maple. Can you please open box 54 if you have not already?" So Shady Maple, I believe, was a local restaurant that had some crazy buffet. I did not have time to go check it out. And I did lose a bet to Joanna because she bet that I was going to get recognized at a Lego store or somewhere relating to Lego in the very near future, and I told her no shot. No one's recognizing me this year, but she won, so I owe her a couple bucks or dinner or whatever she wants. But let's see. It was a pleasure meeting Robert and Andrea, by the way. They were phenomenal people. I thoroughly enjoyed talking to them. It was great. And please, if you guys see me or Joanna in anywhere at a store or in the Lego aisle or at a convention or something, please stop us and say hello. We would love to talk to you guys. But let's check out what is in box 54. This is one that Robert said he was asking a handful of times for. So thankfully we can finally get this cracked open for you, Robert. And there's some good stuff in here. All right, first set. This is actually well timed too. So we have the Spider-Man Ghost Rider team up set. And this is really important because this set has Hobgoblin, who we are seeing the return of, I believe, in the Peter Parker's apartment set that's coming out on August 1st. And then Ghost Rider apparently is supposed to be making a reappearance in the January wave of Marvel sets. So that's pretty interesting. We have some more Marvel right here with the Spider-Man and Ghost Rider versus Carnage. This is actually pretty cool because this makes sense in a way. Like, Ghost Rider has the vehicle, Spidey's on his own, and then Carnage is on his own. I mean, same here. Like, the flaming motorcycle, like, that makes a lot of sense. What didn't make a lot of sense was this year with Venom getting his own, like, car, his own sports car. Like, that didn't make sense. All right, next up, we have a city set from a line. I really hope we see a reappearance of the Volcano Explorers line. We have the Volcano Crawler, and this is really cool. I'm excited to build this. There's a lot of great play features here. Love that lime green color scheme. Like, so good. So good. Next up, we have a Harry Potter set. This is 12 Grimwald Place, or Grimwald Place, however you say that. This is one of Joanna's Harry Potter sets. Just a facade, not a full enclosed building or anything, but I think she does have intentions to close the back for that when we get into the city. Next up, we have a Star Wars set. Oh, this one's pretty cool. This is a Legend set right here. We have the Tracker 1. How awesome is that? Who else you get here? You get Emperor Palpatine, Rowan, the MOC Hunter droid, and a probe droid. Like, this is just so cool. Love this. Just unique. It's just different. Different than what we typically get. Next up, we have, a beautiful old school creator set. This is the Volkswagen Beetle. We saw this. We actually saw this at the Brickhead store. This was built on their, like the built shelves, all the shelves with all the built sets. So this is really nice. I know Joanna's, once again, very much looking forward to building that. Up next, we have another one of her creator cars. This is the Mini Cooper. Love that dark green color scheme. This was tough to find. I think I picked this up from somebody who was getting out of the hobby at the time, and I was super excited because I got a great deal on it, but it was really tough to find. Then next up, we have a newer set, but this was a big one because we finally got Phase 2 Commander Cody. This, of course, is the ATTE. I believe, is this finally retiring this year, or did this retire last year? I think it's retiring this year. I can't remember. The schedule changes so much, but I'm very much looking forward to building this set. Got a couple ATTEs in the collection. And then the last set that we have here in the first box for episode 10, we've got the Technic Jeep Rubicon, right? Or the Jeep Wrangler. Rubicon edition. I would love to see a bigger scale Jeep Wrangler Technic set. I think that would be awesome. Somewhere around the scale of the G-Wagon, the Mercedes that we got. What was that, last year or this year? Whenever that was. But yeah, that was box 54. The next box that we're going to go grab. So Robert and Andrea, thank you again for watching the channel and picking a great box number. The next box that we're going to go with is coming from SlapShotBricks. They said, love your content and tagline. What originally got you back into Lego? For me, it was architecture sets and the Ford Mustang from 2019. I was able to recently get all the parts for that Mustang for my 17-year-old niece. Love hearing you talk about yours. If possible, box 115. I think I saw available. Unless 2 or 22 are there. Keep up the great work. Box 115 is available. And what got me back into Lego? So I had a little bit of Lego as a kid. I grew up in a big family, so we didn't have a lot of it, but we did have a little bit of it, and I was always excited anytime there was a new Lego set in the house. And I actually remember spending a lot of time with bulk parts, just, you know, making really bulky and ugly looking airplanes and, you know, fighting them with my brother and stuff. But what really got me back into Lego was the Avengers helicarrier that came out in, I want to say 2016, somewhere around there, 2015, 2016. I don't remember the exact year that released, but I was in college and I saw it on like a commercial or an ad of some sort. And I was like, oh my God, like that is incredible. It was just, it's so cool looking. And the first Avengers movie blew my mind. I saw it when I was a senior in high school and everything. And as soon as I saw that set, I wanted it so bad. And my friends from college actually surprised me. They pooled all their money together months later for my birthday, and they got me that set, and I couldn't believe it. I walked into my dorm room, and it was, you know, huge box sitting right underneath my desk. And I went to a military school, and we weren't really allowed to have stuff like that on our desks, but I didn't care. I took the hit on every single inspection. I got all kinds of trouble because of that helicarrier. I proudly displayed that on my desk right next to my laptop, and had an extra monitor and stuff, and I didn't care. People made fun of me for it. I absolutely love that set. I have to find it one of these days, but that was the thing that really got me back into Lego. And then slowly over the years, I started acquiring more sets, and then ultimately met Joanna. She turned out to be a massive Lego fan and collector just like myself. And then we realized that we didn't have the time or the space to build everything that we wanted to build. And then fast forward to today, we got the studio. So let's go grab box 115. All right, here we go. Box 115 looks to be another large box here. So let's crack this open and see what's inside. By the way, guys, the comments that you guys have been leaving on these videos have just been truly tremendous. So thank you for all the questions, all the stories, all the extra stuff you guys have been including in the comments. That allows me to get to know you guys better. It's just amazing. So, all right, let me put this on the floor. So in this box, it looks like we have more Star Wars sets. I am a pretty big Star Wars fan, so you're gonna see a lot of that here throughout this series. In this box, we have some of the newer sets. Looks like some of the ones I picked up from May 4th. We've got the U-Wing from the Andor series. I have the previous U-Wing. I honestly just picked this up for the minifigs. I like the build. I don't know if I'm going to keep it built after I build it up just because I have the previous one, but we'll see when the time comes. Up next, we have the super cool TIE mashup, or TIE Fighter and X-Wing mashup Rebuild the Galaxy set. I say this is super cool because when this first came out, I was not a fan. I did not like it. I did not like the concept. I think the minifigs are great, especially that McDonald's droid that you get, the L3GO. I think that's a really fun little play on Lego. But I actually have a really cool video planned around that set, and I am going to be doing that video probably in September. We're going to do a lot of Rebuild the Galaxy themed content because season 2 is going to be dropping in September, so be on the lookout for that video in September. Next up, we have a Technic set. I bought this used. I believe the bags are sealed and everything. This is the Technic crane. I'm not sure what its specific name is, but pretty cool one that I'm looking forward to building. I got a great deal on it. Now it's retired, of course. And then the last set that we have inside this box is actually in a separate sorter here. This is Oh, that's right. This is the yeah. So I bought a second copy of the UCS X-Wing because there is something really cool that I want to be doing with this set, and I got it for a great price because it was on sale, or there was double points, or maybe there was even quadruple points on this. I don't remember all the details, but when it was all said and done, between the promo, the points, Rakuten, I think I got this for like 40 bucks. So I saw the idea that I wanted to potentially do, and then the right opportunity presented itself. We are big on saving money. We are big on finding Lego below retail price. We always look for discounts, GWPs, promo stacks. Like, if you guys are into saving money, Joanna and I live and breathe saving money, and we love Lego, so we always try to save money on Lego. We also try to save money on a lot of other places in our lives, but when it comes to Lego, because we love it so much, we do not pay full price because we want our money to go further so we can get more Lego. So that was a great selection. Now we're going to move on to the next comment. By the way, if you guys have a specific number that you would like to see opened up in episode 11, I will flash all the numbers that are still currently available. Drop a comment down below. Tell me about yourself. Tell me about why you love Lego or what themes you like to collect, and maybe I'll pick your number in the next episode. The next one is coming courtesy of Natalie Ann Shaw, 7879. She says, "Hi, John. I'm loving your channel. Only been watching for a few weeks. I'd like 106. Has that number of my house in the UK, or that is the number of my house in the UK. That is awesome. Keep up the great work. Hi to Joanna." Well, thank you so much, Natalie. Yes, let's go grab box 106. And speaking of Joanna, we are actually going to be doing our next live stream here on the channel on August 9th. So bookmark your calendars for that. We're going to try to do one live stream at least a month here on the channel. Obviously, I want to up it a little bit more with some building live streams, but we want to do one live stream a month where Joanna and myself interact with you guys, answer questions, talk about the progress here in the studio, talk about your thoughts on how the channel is going. So August 9th is going to be the next Lego live stream here on the channel. So let's go grab box 106 for Natalie. Box 106 appears to be another large box. You guys are picking some big ones here for episode 10. I wonder how many episodes there's going to be, because we still have quite a few boxes that we need to open, but I kind of like going at the pace we're going because it allows me to open everything up and neatly organize everything in the studio. One thing you guys will maybe learn about me is I really like to keep everything very neat and organized if I can help it. And I know, especially with Lego, things can get out of control very quick. So I want to keep everything super organized. But let me bring this down. This is a heavy box too. All right, inside, oh, this set. All right, so inside this box, we have, this is opened because I was really excited. And this is the Harbor City set that we got somewhat recently. I built most of this and then I stopped because I am going to be doing a video with this set later when we get closer to jumping into the city, because we're going to have a nice seaside portion of our city with a harbor and a boatyard and all kinds of stuff. But this set has a lot of inaccuracies that just kind of drove me up a wall. So I had to stop. I was like, this is not going to make me happy if I continue building this, because I think Lego could have done much better with this set. Even though it's just a city set, it's one of their bigger city sets, and I really think they could have done a much better job for the purpose of teaching kids, teenagers, young adults, heck, even, you know, regular older adults. Like, the whole point, I guess I'll just go into the spiel really quick. The whole point of what I thought this set was going to be was focusing more on how important shipping and intermodal transportation, which is the process of something being imported or exported to the United States via a container ship, and then showcasing, I thought this set was going to be showcasing how a product or good coming from a container ship was going to then be imported or brought into the seaside harbor here, and then fully, integrated more into a Lego city. I know this probably sounds maybe you're not following, or maybe this sounds way too advanced for a Lego set, but I think Lego City has the potential to really dive into real world things and make things a little bit more accurate while keeping things fun and the builds exciting at the same time. So City has done some really cool stuff over the last few years, but this set, I just felt like there was so much more potential, and that's exactly what we're going to be doing when I get around to making that video, showing off how much potential this set has by putting in the details and the important features that I thought this set should have came with from the get-go. I'm going to be getting a second copy so I can really beef it up, and it's going to be a nice focal point of our seaside part of our city. All right, next up we have another, there's actually only one more set in this box. This is the beautiful, another OG set, beautiful Taj Mahal. This is another one of Joanna's prized possessions here. We had this one wrapped because this one went into storage shortly after I met Joanna. When I was going through her collection and admiring all the sets that she had, she wanted to preserve this because we knew we were going to be moving around. So she immediately put it in plastic wrap. Unfortunately, some of the corners are a little bit weathered and frayed, but it doesn't matter. I believe she's going to be building this. I think there's only one or two sets that she plans on not building just because they have a lot of sentimental value to her, but she loves the Taj Mahal sets, and this is an old one. I don't know what year this is from. Let me see if I can find it really quick. All right, so I'm not seeing the year on the box, but I know this one is pretty old. But Natalie, thank you so much for your box selection. Now we're going to move on to the next great comment here. This is coming from Ghost Scout 14. They said, "Hello there. I'd like to see what's inside box number 14. 14 is my lucky number. When I played basketball when I was a freshman, my jersey number was 14. So was my wife's for many sports, and I graduated from high school in 2014. Me and my wife started dating on the 14th of October in the same year. Thank you for your content. I'm excited to see what your channel brings and the journey of getting the studio together and your city and ideas you may have. Best of luck to you and your wife, Joanna." Man, that is crazy with all of the number 14s that popped up in your life. That's super cool, though. I kind of like it when numbers have meaning to us. So yeah, let's go grab box 14 for you. Now 14 actually happens to be a small box compared to all of the other larger ones that we've been opening up for today's video. So this one should be pretty quick. Probably only one set. Ah, yeah, look at this. Speaking of seaside sets and sets on the water, we have the beautiful Bricklink Designer Program Ocean House, and I really like this. I think they did a good job. Definitely going to be, putting it on a proper base plate with Mills plate and everything. But this looks great. I'm excited to build this. I don't think Joanna was as excited to get this because she didn't think it was like super unique or special enough. But keep in mind, she's got some amazing sets on the water already in her collection, so I think she just felt like maybe we didn't need this one, but I really liked it. I like the foliage, I like the color scheme. I think the ramp, leading down from the house to the water, you have the little canoe / pontoon boat right there, which is really nice. And then obviously the minifigures aren't anything crazy, but I just thought this would be really cool to have off to the side somewhere on the water. But that was a great choice for that number, so thank you so much, Ghost Scout 14. We've got one more box that we're going to be opening for today's video, and this comment is a long one, but I want to read it though. The person that it's coming from is Lego Lifter 98. They said, "Have you opened 65? Growing up in Corpus Christi, Texas, and visiting Coast Guard there, I wanted to fly the HH-65 Dolphin helicopter, but after college, other events occurred and I never made it to the Coast Guard. I would never go back to change things because then I wouldn't have my beautiful wife and girls, but a small part of me wishes I gave it a shot." And some of you guys may have heard, I am still in the Coast Guard. I wanted to just call out this comment really quick because I think as we go through life, sometimes it's inevitable, right? We look back at things and wonder what could have been if you made a different decision. But I think Lego Lifter 98, I think you have the perfect mentality even though you have looked back and thought of like, oh, what would have happened if I had joined the Coast Guard? But at the same time, like eventually life events happen. And when you have such amazing life events, you know, like finding your person, like having kids, I think some of those what ifs really do fade away. And you realize that even if those things could have turned out to be better in some ways for you, that yeah, you wouldn't have your amazing family that you have with you today. So at the end of the day, I mean, there's no job out there, in my opinion, that will ever come close to the value of being able to be married to somebody or have that special person in your life. You know, you don't have to be married. It could be just your partner or just somebody that you value and love. And then, of course, you know, having kids is amazing. And having kids is something that Joanna and I are hoping to hopefully have at some point in the future. So I thank you for your comment. I thank you for doing that. The Coast Guard is great, but at the same time, like don't trade anything for your family. So let's go grab box 65 for you. All right, and the final box that we're going to be opening up here, box 65, happens to be another smaller box, which is kind of cool considering all the big stuff that we've already opened. So looks like just one set. Let's see what we got. Oh, yeah, this is cool. This is something, you know, speaking of different and unique and something that we don't get all the time. This is a really cool Technic set. Technic is putting out a lot of licensed sets now. I think pretty much every set for the most part is licensed. But check out this really cool John Deere. Which one was this? This is the 948L2 skidder. And I just think it looks so clean. And this is just so good. Like based on the model of the real life vehicle counterpart. I just think the green looks fantastic, and I'm all for more John Deere sets. So I'm very excited to build this. Looking forward to putting it on display. Obviously, you know, after checking out all the power functions and everything. I believe there's a smaller John Deere Technic set that was just rumored for the January wave or whenever the first small wave of Technic sets is going to be releasing. So I hope that Lego can hold on to that John Deere licensor agreement for a little bit, because I would like to see more larger John Deere style vehicles like this, because I mean they make so much cool stuff, and it would just be like, you know, a Lego builder's dreamland with all the different vehicles and machinery that they have. But that is going to do it for episode 10 of the Mega Unboxing series. If you guys enjoyed the video, do me a favor, smash that like button, and while you're down there, subscribe to the channel. We are coming up on 4,000 subscribers already, so thank you guys so much for the support. This will be the last video for July. Friday, we have a banger dropping here on the channel, so get ready for that. August is going to be jam-packed full of very exciting content with videos and live streams, so get ready. It's going to be a big month here on the channel. So thank you guys so much for everything you've done for Joanna and myself. And with that being said, don't stop shooting until you score.